Hey you guys, what's up? It is Blind Eye, and I am here to give you all my thoughts, review, and just shoot the shit and talk about Twisted Metal Season 2, Episode 2. I was originally going to make this like a whole big long video, but I like to yap, so I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to yap, and then we're going to see how long the videos are. Episode 1, got that out, so go check that out if you have not, then come back, check out that, and then check out Episode 3. If there is an episode 3, or if this is going to be both episode 2 and 3, I don't know. Let's go. So, Twisted Metal Season 2, Episode 2. Now, it's going to be more of the same, kind of like Episode 1 a little bit. You're going to be catching up on characters, you're going to introduce, get more backstory and stuff. So, speaking of backstory, now, this is where this one starts. We get the backstory to Krista, aka Dollface, and how she forms the group. And it starts off with, by the way, there's going to be spoilers up in here. So if you want to watch that, watch the episodes yourself, go please do that, and then come back and then we'll talk. So, and this isn't going to be like a breakdown scene by scene thing. I'm just going to yap. So here we go. So we're back in time again. Like 1998, I think was the year. And it's Krista, and she's with her boyfriend. And they're talking about, oh yeah, we got to go in here. We got to do this. And it's basically all the heads of this group, all the dudes are like having like a powwow, whatever. They got an ego and whatever. They got they're, doing their thing. And then they have all the girls in the bathroom. And I was like, okay. They're not going to take this laying down. They're not going to put up with the guy's bullshit. Sure enough. And then one of the girls is like, she pulls out a gun, and then she's like, no, I gotta take you all out. It's just what I have to do. It's, they told me to do it. One of the guys told me out there to do it. I got to do it. And then Krista, smart girl, she's like, no, why would you want to do that? Why don't we just screw them? Just take over. Let's go. Like, what are they going to do? And that's exactly what they do. They go out there, they hold the guys hostage out there. The one of them is like, no, screw this, and they just take him out. And they're like, any other objections? Does anyone else want to speak up? And they shut them right up. And then they're outside, and the boyfriend is all like, I'm your ride or die. It was me and you. What are you doing? And then she just like, screw this. And then they just wipe their asses out, wipe them all out. And that's where the origins of the dolls is from, which is awesome. From the trailer, I thought it was Pit Viper, but it's not. It was her in the flashback, which is cool to see all this come out now. From the trailer, like all the speculation from the trailer, and then you see it happen in the episode, it's like, okay, it's pretty sweet. So, now, we got that out the way, so we are also introduced to the new character, original character named Mayhem. She just kind of like shows up. She's kind of sneaking around doing her thing. She's acting like she's breaking into this car like for one of the other dolls named Ashley, which is funny. That's like a whole character right there, Ashley. They always like making fun like, oh, Ashley, shut up. Or like they're always picking on this Ashley character, right? It's funny. And Mayhem, I was like, oh, is she a part of the dolls group too? Oh no, she snuck in like a couple days before. She was kind of hiding amongst them, and then of course she gets found out, and then they tie her up to a tree, and they just kind of keep her there, and yeah, so she's just kind of at their mercy right now, and so their relationship's gonna grow. There was these, I think, were the cavemen in the second or third episode? I don't know, but there's like two like weird like cavemen looking people that come out and attack. Cause it's crazy. Hey, like I said, I've only watched these episodes one time. So I probably should have watched them twice, but here we are. I just want to get it all out. I want to get my videos out and content out, baby. Let's go. And plus, I'm going to review it later on and all that. So, yeah. Basically, this episode seems more the same to me. Nothing too crazy kind of happened here. You do find out more about John and the sister, because was it this episode or this first episode, one of the two, where he finds the diary. He finds her diary in the book upstairs in the room, because he's at his house where he grew up, and he doesn't remember nothing. His whole thing is like, I am John Doe. I am not. Oh, so see, this is my mind. This is how my brain works. I'm just blabbing now. But he goes into the book. He finds like his grandpa has a cabin, and that's where he wants to bring quiet. He wants to bring her there so they can just live their life in peace and happiness and just not have to deal with none of the bullshit no more. And yeah, so that's what he's wanting to do. And then, so John has that ambulance, and this is how he comes across the dolls. He has the ambulance. He's doing his thing, driving around, and then these the two like Raven group people are like 2 cars from the Raven group are chasing him, and then the dolls come up on the other end of the street coming toward him. They blow those 2 cars up because they need the medical supplies. That's what their whole big thing is. They need the medical supplies. They're trying to survive, and they drive past each other and they kind of glare at each other, and it's like, do they know what's going on? And then here comes Quiet in the roadkill car, baby. And then, because she doesn't know that John's driving the ambulance, she has no idea what's going on. So she shoots a missile at it, blows him up, and then he gets out. And then obviously, and then they kind of like replay the joke. Oh, you shot me again, because she shoots him again, like she did at the end of season 1 to get him inside the walls of New San Francisco. And yeah, and this is how he meets him, or how he gets back into contact with Quiet. And then this is how he officially meets his sister, Dollface, Krista, which is pretty sweet. And he wakes up, but before he wakes up, his name is revealed, his real name. I'll let you watch it for yourself to find that out. I don't want to give everything away. Plus, I don't want to butcher his name, because was it this or was it this or was it this? But yeah, I don't want to give everything away. Just all the cool stuff that I like. And I love it all. So yeah, that's what's going on. But oh boy, so they're having this, they're meeting, and it's kind of awkward, right? You know, because it's been so long, you know, between the brother and sister, between, you know, John and Krista. So it's crazy. It's like they give like this awkward hug. It was kind of funny. And then where are we at? How long are we at? I don't want to keep this going too long. All right, I'm gonna jump toward the end, because this is where it got good for me. This is where I was like, oh baby, let's go. So the end of the episode comes, because it's a lot of building the characters up, you know, getting us introduced to the characters and all this stuff. So the end of the episode comes up, and we see Blackfield Asylum again. And then the camera fades to the interior. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, the camera's panning, going down the hall, just like it does in Twisted Metal Black. The camera fades, and it shows a cell door, and it gets closer to the door, just like Twisted Metal Black. And then the door opens, like a letter gets under there, and then our hand reaches for it, and it's like, oh, who is it? And then it's Mr. Grimm. He's got a badass outfit on, and we see the inside of the padded cell. It's the exact same cell from Twisted Metal Black. It has the freaking cross thing in the window cross behind him, the light shining through. And then he opens up the letter, and he says, "Will you drive?" And then his helmet is outside the door all of a sudden. And then his voice changes, and he says, "We will." And that's where the episode ends. I'm like, let's go. We got Mr. Grimm, and I love what they're doing with him. Because there was an article the other day that came out and said that he, like with the souls, he's like, you know, eating all the souls and whatever. And since he's going to have all these multiple souls, he's going to have multiple like personalities or whatever speaking through him. And that's what is going to be happening. And I cannot wait to see what they do. It's going to be awesome. And yeah, I think that's all I got for episode 2. It's kind of more of the same with kind of like episode 1. It's a slow burn. It's a little bit of a slow burn at the moment, but it's once things start ramping up, it's going to be pedal to the metal, and it's going to be absolutely insane. So I think that's my thoughts on episode 2. If I forgot anything, I apologize, or I'll just, I'll talk about. I'm always talking about Twisted Metals. Live streams, videos like this, I'm always going to be talking about it. So yeah, I think that's it for all my thoughts on episode 2. Thank you all so much for watching, and get ready. Episode 3 is coming up next, so I'll see you all for that. For my usual outro, I'll see you all for whatever comes next.